market on the European Union level. Second is that there should be more adults in permanent education, lifelong learning. At least 60% of the adults should be in lifelong education. We have not reached that yet in Belgium, because in Belgium we still consider when you have your degree, then you are finished with learning, then you can just earn money. What is in the society of today's society, which is changing so quickly, not possible, because competences have to be renewed every day, in fact. Well, everything is changing so fast. And there should be at least 50 million people less in poverty, under the European poverty line. We have also not reached this. So there is still a lot of work to do. But the first commission of Ursula von der Leyen, who is the president of the European Commission, managed to issue a lot of directives and regulations to implement the European Pillar of Social Rights, making use of the competences in the treaties. For instance, we have now a directive on adequate minimum wages in European Union. And this directive says that every member state should make sure that they have a minimum wage for all workers according to certain criteria. Now, if we go back a little bit, then you remember European Union is not competent for pay. So, some member states, they went to the European Court of Justice saying, how can the European Union make a directive on adequate minimum wages if they are not competent? But the European Court of Justice said, well, European Union does not impose a certain minimum wage. Each member state can still decide according to certain procedures, but there should be a minimum wage. So it's indirectly, the European Union is indirectly imposing a minimum wage. A lot of directives you see about violence against women, for instance, but here you see, and that is connecting to the previous speaker, my colleague. There is a directive now of 2024, so it's quite recent, on improving the working conditions in platform work.
Yeah.
And this has now to be implemented by the 27 member states. And the main rule in that European directive on platform work is that there should be in each member state, because each member state has to implement it in national law. It's not directly effective. It should be implemented, but each member state should make sure that there is a presumption that platform workers have a labor contract and that they are not self-employed. So that they have a labor contract and not a civil law contract. So that they have a labor contract with minimum rights at the workplace. That is the main rule that the European Union wants to impose to all member states. Because in the last years we had discussions. A platform worker, is he an employee with a labor contract or is he self-employed? All platform workers are more or less protected. It's not the same problem as in India. Mm-hmm. But the problem is more, how are they protected? Are they protected as self-employed?